Does this mean Caitlin has to wear the black Air Force Ones the rest of the series?
I mean, they're working. So, yeah, we made the joke. She has to bring them in her bag, wear them every day.
The basketball world has been buzzing with excitement, but nothing could have prepared fans for the game-changing announcement made by Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and Lexie Hull on July 8th, 2025. These three stars, each with a loyal fan base and a strong influence on the sport, joined forces at the Indiana Fever training facility in what appeared to be a carefully planned and deliberate move, not just a casual meeting. Their unexpected alliance shattered the usual boundaries of rivalry in the WNBA, where players are often separated by contracts and team loyalties. Clark, the breakout star drawing national attention, Cunningham, the seasoned veteran with a clear, grounded voice, and Hull, the rising talent full of potential, together represent the past, present, and future of women's basketball. Their unity sent a strong message at a time when the league is growing in popularity but still struggling with deeper issues like low pay, short careers, and economic pressure that pushes players overseas. By standing together, they symbolized a push for long-term reform, fair pay, better health protections, career security, and league-supported programs that help players thrive during and after their careers. Their announcement resonated instantly. Fans lit up social media, stadiums filled with energy, and players across the league felt a rare wave of public support behind meaningful change. This moment may very well mark the beginning of a new chapter in women's basketball. Across cities and small towns, the ripple effect of Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and Lexie Hull's powerful alliance is turning local conversations into national momentum that WNBA owners and decision-makers can no longer ignore. Behind the scenes, serious discussions are now underway, ranging from league expansion and television rights to collective bargaining, and the unified voices of high-profile players are reshaping how money is distributed and what terms are negotiable. Their joint stance brings symbolic and strategic weight. It signals to young girls that fame can fuel real change, gives veteran players strength and solidarity, and shows sponsors a stable movement worth long-term investment. The marketing focus could shift from short-lived campaigns to multi-year deals that build careers, community programs, and a stronger league infrastructure. More than just business, this is about real lives, offering players juggling overseas contracts, injuries, or family duties a safer, healthier path, giving rookies more time to grow, and providing retired athletes with pensions, health care, and coaching opportunities that reflect their years of sacrifice. When these three players walked out of the Indiana Fever facility together on July 8th, 2025, they weren't just making a statement, they were launching a movement centered on fair pay, dignity, and long overdue reform in women's basketball. As the 2025 WNBA season nears, the spotlight isn't just on the scoreboard, it's on a rising call for justice that's building quietly but powerfully, ready to reshape the league from the ground up. Despite the WNBA's growth, players continue to battle for fair salaries that reflect their true value, with even the biggest stars earning just a fraction of what male athletes make, a long-standing inequality now impossible to ignore. Caitlin Clark's arrival in 2024 changed the landscape overnight. Her debut games packed arenas, drove record-breaking merchandise sales, and drew millions of viewers, making her the league's most powerful financial engine. Yet, she remains confined by outdated salary caps, earning far less than the revenue she generates. Her massive social media reach, rivaling NBA stars, has only amplified awareness of the issue. Alongside her stands Sophie Cunningham, a seasoned veteran who brings credibility from years in the league and overseas, offering a grounded perspective shaped by injury risks, contract instability, and the hard reality of sustaining a career. Lexie Hull, representing the future of the league, adds the voice of a younger generation, those with dreams of longevity but doubts about the league's support systems. Together, these three form a rare intergenerational coalition that highlights not only pay disparities but also calls for deeper reforms, health protections, fair policies, and lasting security from draft day to retirement. At a time when the WNBA is experiencing unprecedented visibility and corporate investment, their united front could finally tip the scales. This movement isn't just about money, it's about recognition, identity, and rewriting the rules of women's sports. By standing together, Clark, Cunningham, and Hull are showing that real influence reaches beyond the scoreboard and into boardrooms, negotiations, and the future of the league itself. What began as a simple meeting may very well be the spark that forces the WNBA to confront its next chapter, and the story is only just beginning. As Caitlin Clark's rise draws national attention, a deeper mission is quietly unfolding behind the scenes, one that goes far beyond points, stats, or rookie records. Her presence hasn't just boosted ticket sales and TV ratings, it's begun reshaping the business model of the WNBA. But the real question now is how she'll use that unprecedented influence, not just to elevate her own career, but to drive lasting change for every player in the league. In Indiana, growing whispers suggest that Clark is aligning with veteran Sophie Cunningham and rising star Lexie Hull in a movement focused on unity, not rivalry. Clark's reach, through broadcasts, merchandise, and a massive social media following, gives her a voice few in women's sports have ever held, and she appears ready to use it with purpose. Cunningham brings the strength of experience, having endured years of underpaid contracts, overseas grinds, and outdated league structures, yet still pushing the WNBA forward with grit and leadership. Her background in union work and first-hand knowledge of a league's struggles make her a guiding force. The issues they're highlighting, capped salaries, short career windows, and the financial strain of playing overseas, have persisted for decades. But now, with unified voices and modern platforms to amplify them, they are impossible to ignore. History shows that true change in sports begins when players unite, as seen in the NBA's lockouts or the U.S. women's soccer team's equal pay fight. What Clark, Cunningham, and Hull are building is no different. It's a movement that could echo for generations, reshaping not only the WNBA, but the future of women's sports as a whole. Turning points in sports history have always come when players unite, turning frustration into collective strength. And now, with the WNBA reaching record highs in attendance, sponsorships, and media visibility, the league stands on the edge of real transformation. Still, major challenges persist. Capped salaries, minimal benefits, and lack of long-term support continue to push players overseas, where leagues in Europe and Asia offer higher pay and more stability. This imbalance raises a pressing question. If international leagues can invest in women's basketball at that level, why can't the WNBA, home to the world's top talent, do the same? As talks around expansion, media deals, and the league's future identity intensify, the collaboration between Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and Lexie Hull arrives at a pivotal moment. They aren't just playing in the system, they're working to rebuild it. With modern platforms giving athletes direct access to millions, Clark's massive social reach sparks instant engagement, while Cunningham and Hull bring authenticity and lived experience that grounds the movement. Together, they form a unified voice with the power to challenge long-standing limitations in women's professional sports. This isn't just about changing the game, it could redefine the future of the WNBA itself. Whether this becomes the long-awaited turning point remains to be seen, but one thing is clear. The players are ready, the platform is here, and the world is finally paying attention.